Hey, 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 hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I want to give you a couple minutes to get on today. Miss Pope is on this morning and she gave a phenomenal word. Should a woman shoot her shot? Wow. Well, I'm not going to say that today. I'm coming to share with you where is my Miss Pope. You know, some of you saying, where's my Miss Pope at? Where's my Rebecca Lynn Pope? And what's warranting this is we had a video a couple weeks ago she put out with roommates, has really gone viral. I'm so proud of her, baby. Way to go, girl. And the video really talked about, various things and it had the kitchen line and how women use their vagina, men use their money. That's not how I got Miss Pope. I didn't get Rebecca Lynn Pope with my money. And I want to share with you that many of you men watching today, many of you women that are watching, I want to truly share with you how to find your Miss Pope or your Mr. Pope. What I mean by that is how to find your soulmate, your purpose partner. It is important that you learn that. And the reason why it's important is because a lot of people don't even have a clue where to start. All right, so give you a moment to come on, if you will, and let's get as many people in here as we can because this is something that I really feel that many people are struggling with. Where's my Rebecca Lynn Pope? All right, so hey to all of my ladies and men on today. So how did I find Rebecca? Back in August of 2014, I went through a divorce in 2012, and I had a friend of mine that was doing some work for me. And believe it or not, this right here is the first time I met Rebecca. This is our first date. We actually were out, and we met through a mutual friend. And this was August the 5th, 2014. We spoke on a Tuesday. We met that Friday. Little did I know that this was going to be my forever. Now, why is that important? What's the purpose of this video? Where is my Rebecca Lynn Pope? Well, Rebecca Lynn Pope that you see today has always been a phenomenal woman. She's always been a great powerhouse. But when I met Rebecca, she was broken, as I was broken. We were two broken people. We both always believed in authentic love and had never given up on it. But in meeting her, it was one of those things where I knew in my heart that she was beautiful, but I didn't want to be hurt again. And I want to talk to my men today, talk to my brothers who you want a Rebecca Lynn Pope, a strong woman, someone who really has their head on their shoulders, been to hell and back, but still has a zeal and a tenacity to win. But when I met her, she was broken. But I didn't care about that because I saw her potential as she saw mine. And the reason why I was able to have a Rebecca Lynn Pope is because I was willing, brothers, to do the work. What work, Kerry? I was willing to work on me. I was willing to go and fix all the things that had given me a negative attitude in certain areas, that had caused my low self-esteem, that had caused my afraid to being hurt. A lot of men don't want to acknowledge that they've been hurt. Okay, that whole movement of men going their own way, that's all about men who have really been hurt. Yeah, I know you're saying you're taking it back your you've been masculine and taking it back your masculinity and all that stuff. Whatever. It's really a bunch of men who really want to be loved by a woman but has been hurt, and instead of allowing themselves to be healed, they'll just rather go their own way. I'm sorry. I'm glad I didn't go my own way because I would have missed a Rebecca Lynn Pope. You cannot afford men to not do the work. You have to put the work in. And what do I mean by that? Did I have all my money at the time? Nope. Was I as happy then as I am now? No. And I'm trying to look at some of your comments as I go as well. What I was a man who still believed in love and was willing to open myself up to love. Okay? Now, one thing about Rebecca and I'm a silly man. And so the first thing I needed was someone who would allow me to just be me. See, men, you got to find someone who's going to allow you to be you. Okay? To simply be you. Not your money, not your sex, not your body, but the person before you got hurt. You need somebody in your life that'll let you be silly. And then you also need to be able to put a smile on her face. Because if you can just simply be you, what you're going to do is put a smile like this on their face. See, we were both two broken people believing in love, but we were willing to do the work to be happy. Every time I look at those pictures, I just smile because that's my baby, guys. That's my Rebecca Lynn Pope. And I've read the comments of the knowledge that she's dropped, and men are going, oh my God, where can I find a woman like you? Can I be honest with you? There are a lot of Rebecca Lynn Popes, but the problem is you don't know your purpose. Ooh. Let me back up a little bit. I knew my purpose for existence. I knew what my purpose in life was. And I needed a purpose partner, okay, that can link up with my purpose. And together we can accomplish great things. So the way I got Rebecca Lynn Pope, and where's your Rebecca Lynn Pope, is when you come to understand what's my purpose. So men, I want to ask you, because this is the truth of a man. This is my truth. My purpose was to bring life to this world, to help hurting men, to help hurting women, to preach God's word, to give insight and oversight, to help people. And so when I met Rebecca, Rebecca was a matchmaker, not doing what she's doing today. She was a matchmaker, but what? Matching love. She met me, and we met down at the Yard House here in Atlanta. And I remember getting there first. I believe in getting there first and looking. And I wanted to see her come across that street. And I kept saying, God, please let her be ugly. Please don't let her pictures be true. In other words, I was trying to find a reason not to let my heart go. Yeah, I was meeting her for the first time. But our conversations that we had were so enlightening. They were so uplifting. They were a breath of fresh air. Finding someone who has so much so much commonality between the two of us. We both came from preaching, families of preachers. Came up from religious backgrounds, and we both have prophetic gifts. But all that's good and fine. We met each other broken, but you ever seen that broken heart, but the two hearts come together to make one? I had one end that was broken, and she had the other. And I know a lot of men say, well, you're not a man because a man would never do this and that. No, see, that's what's wrong, brothers. You're too tough. You're too hard. You got to be able to pull back that masculinity some, because the lady really loves you. She sees all your macking, but she wants to see your heart. And most brothers don't want their heart to be shown because their heart is hurt. I'll never let another woman hurt me like that ever again. I'll never give myself to a woman. She's going to have to come after me. But at the end of the day, you both become one. And I know the scriptures inside and out. I know he that findeth the wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor from the Lord. But there's a key in that thing. A wife. See, Rebecca Lynn Pope is a wife. She's my strength when I'm weak. She's my help when I feel helpless. She is my confidant. She's someone I can go to and just I have so much confidence. I can give her and she gives me that confidence that, Kerry, you can do it. So she builds me up. I hope me and you listening to me. There's some good brothers out here that really want a Rebecca Lynn Pope. You just can't have my Rebecca Lynn Pope. I'm here to help you to find your own purpose partner, because that's what Rebecca Lynn Pope is. She's a purpose partner. And can I say something that will really help a lot of you? And I want you to hear this. A lot of times people fall in love with what they see. They see someone who's made it, who's happy, who's glowing, who's exuberant with strength and wisdom. But they fail to realize that that person can't be that without the other half that strengthens them to be who they are. Don't get me wrong. There's some great people that are single. Don't get me wrong. But God did tell us that it's not good that man should be alone. For that reason, he created a helpmeet. Okay, so it's not meant for us to be alone. Many of you are finding that out right now with this pandemic, being stuck in the house by yourself, not able to socialize. It's not meant for us to be by ourselves. And then many of you men that are watching, I'm talking to the men, because ladies, you're always looking for love, but I'm talking to the brothers right now. Men are they're wanting a Rebecca Lynn Pope, somebody that you can come home to, and she can give this wisdom and this knowledge and this understanding. But there's so many Rebecca Lynn Popes that you've met, but because you're not ready to love them, you can't accept what they have to offer. I remember Okay? This day. This day right here, ladies and gentlemen, look at my face. Do you see the peace that's over me? Look closely. You see the smile on her face, but she was my everything. This day was the day I married my queen. And she made me feel something I felt before. And on our first anniversary, I wrote this to her. To my wife. I wish I could turn back the clock. I wish I could find you sooner. I wish I could find you sooner and love you longer. I may not be your first date, your first kiss, or your first love. But I just want to be your last everything. I love you. Forever and always. Wow. I was able to write those words and say that to her because of the peace that she had given me. Men, you need to find a woman, a Rebecca Lynn Pope, that brings peace to your troubled life. It's not about your money. It's not about her sex, your sex. It's about finding someone that you can give your heart to and know that she's going to love you. I know you've heard so many videos Rebecca's done about being a boss chick. She's a boss chick. But in this house, we're one. She doesn't run me and I don't run her. We love together. We work together. We solve together. My strengths, I use. Her strengths, she uses. If she's not good at something and I am, I do it. It's not about gender roles. It's about a business, a partnership. Wow. So Anthony said, where are the Rebecca Lynn type women at? Many of them are on here right now, Anthony. And I love your name, bro, because my middle name is Anthony. There are Rebecca Lynn Popes on this very broadcast that are watching, that are around you. See, let me say this to everybody, and I'll say it to be really honest and transparent. Are we perfect people? Not even close. We're not. What makes Rebecca unique is Rebecca's being Rebecca. Remember I said get with someone that you can be yourself, you can be authentic. There are women in front of you right now, because see, all you know of Rebecca is what you see on the broadcast, what you hear her teach and talk about. You don't know behind closed doors how we live, how we get along, whether we fight and argue like cats and dogs. See, people will make an assumption of a person based on what they hear. But do you really know a person? There's a lot of Rebecca Lynn Popes in front of you that has great insight and oversight, that's gone through hell, that has a testimony. Many of them are responding right now. But the reason why you can't find the Rebecca Lynn Pope is because there's some things about you that God is trying to fix before he can let you meet her. See, I had to do some work before I was ready for Rebecca, and likewise, or we will hurt each other. Hurt people hurt people. The only way I could have put that smile on her face, or she put one on mine, is we had to do the work. Go to counseling. Acknowledge that we've been hurt. Acknowledge that we're struggling in things and have struggled. Not hiding behind my car or my money or my sex or my muscles, but being honest about, I'm hurting. See, I wish many men would be really honest, because women, they're not here to use you or hurt you. They just want you to be honest. They don't need a playboy. They don't need a boy toy. They need a man that's going to love them as she loves you. But see, where's your Rebecca Lynn Pope? Let me explain that a little bit deeper. Rebecca Lynn Pope is what Kerry Anthony Pope needed. She was made for me. She was designed for me. Her strengths covered my weaknesses, as I stated. But vice versa. As I cover her and her strengths and weaknesses, we complement each other. We're purpose partners. So your Rebecca Lynn Pope is going to be someone that complements you, that has your back, that has your insight, that's not going to judge you for what you don't know, but will help you know what you don't know. Come on, somebody. See, the reason why Miss Pope can smile so much is because her man puts a smile on her face. Come on. Why? Because I know how to love her, because God gave me the love for her. See, when you get You're Rebecca Lynn Pope. She's going to bring about a peace inside of you that you'll want to turn the world upside down to make sure she's pleased, as she will do the same for you. You'll serve her coffee in bed. You'll give her feet a rub when they're aching. You'll run the bubble bath and have the jets turned on and put the candles around the bath, around the tub so she can relax. And you don't care about whether or not you get some that night, because it ain't about getting some, because this is my life partner. I can get it tomorrow, whenever I get ready. This is about her well-being. Well, see, brothers don't want to be romantic because they feel like it's going to cost them something. See, I'm talking to the men that are ready to really settle down and be with you forever after. I'm not talking to the men that still want to play the field and play the game and figure out which woman can give them the best this, or they're looking for the trophy wife on their arm. Nah. I'm talking to the men that are ready to love, that are ready to give your heart to someone. Because when you say you love someone, that means I'm giving you my heart with the possibility that you can hurt me, that you can actually kill me. See, that's loving. It's not about how loud you can talk. It's not about how big your bank account is. It's not even about the size of your penis. It's about the size of your heart. Where's my Rebecca Lynn Pope? Many of you brothers listening right now, she's right in your face. But God won't let you see her until you do the work. He won't. He won't let you see her. You won't get this right here. Okay? You will, and I hear you, somebody says size matter. No, the size of your heart matters. That's what matters. That's where it matters. So let me look at this real quick, and I have a couple of comments here. It says, where are the good men, Mr. Pope? I'm single not by choice. My ex-husband cheated on me last year after a 10-year marriage. Where are the Mr. Popes? Mr. Pope's not perfect. My slate is not clean. I have things about my life that I'm not proud of. But I found a woman that will love me in spite of. Okay? In spite of. I want you to hear that today. Your Mr. Pope is a man that you can love in spite of his flaws. Now, I understand there are standards and there's things you have in place. I get that. I'm not knocking that. I get it. But here's where I'm going with this. How many people will actually put up with your attitude? How many men, ladies, will actually put up with your temper, your attitude, your controlling ways? Somebody said, that's not me. Every woman has some of these tendencies. That's why some of the brothers don't want to deal with it. That's why as people get older, they say, I ain't putting up with this bull crap no more. Nah. In your younger years, yeah, you put up with it. But I'm talking to those that are sexy and grown right now. You're 30 plus, those 40 plus. They're not trying to get involved with craziness. Let's just be real. Women, you know some of you right now don't even like your own selves. But you want a man to love you. You got to do the work too. Where's my Mr. Pope? Well, guess what? Your Mr. Pope is in front of you. But you also got to do the work. Because you can't love someone if you haven't gotten healed from the one that hurt you. What you got to do is what I did for many years. You'll find someone else to love you. Or they was really trying to heal you. It's really what I was looking for, someone to heal me. See, before Rebecca, I would look for people to heal me rather than to love me. But I thought if I did so much for you, you'll love me when I was really codependent and needed you to need me. See, I could be transparent. I could be real. That's the truth of a man, my truth. But it was only until I put the work in to find out how I became that way that I began to really be ready for Miss Pope. See, look at this smile right here. Someone says, I'm in love with this man who doesn't even know I exist. I'm scared to tell him how I feel. You know what? Many of you guys don't know something. Look at Rebecca. I want you to see that smile. How she lays on my shoulder. How she really, and that's not because the camera is on. It's because of the man that's in her arms. Why is this important? I couldn't have a Rebecca, and Rebecca couldn't have a Kerry until we did what we had to do, which is deal with our insecurities, deal with our pains, our hurts. Rebecca actually, so you guys would know, we went on our first date on August. I showed you that picture when we first met. I'll show it to you again for those who are just coming on. This is our first picture, the day that we met, August the 5th, 2014. And I remember when we got ready to leave. Now she was, I'm like, my God, she's beautiful. I'm a man. I'm not going to, kiss her because, I don't believe, I've just enjoyed the night and enjoyed the day. And this particular day, we sat here for hours and a storm even came in and we were outside and we moved in and we just had fun. But what a lot of people don't realize when you say, I'm such a lucky man, she's a lucky woman. That particular day, she put her arms around me and gave me the biggest kiss, lit me up like a firecracker because I'm like, whoa, wait, who does this? In other words, she saw what she wanted and she laid claim to it. Someone said, should a woman shoot her shot? Well, that day she shot her shot. I guess she caught the fish. What are you saying, Kerry? People say I'm old-fashioned. I want the man to come after me and, I want him to find me. Baby, this is 2020. You better open your mouth and say how you feel. But many people don't want to be rejected, okay? And I get that. Nobody wants to be rejected. But guess what? What if that man really wants you, but he doesn't really know that you're interested in him? If you knew how the way I carry myself, and Rebecca knows this, I'm one of those kind of men that if you're my woman, you're my woman. And other women, you just see me. You see my eyes on her. I carry myself that I'm not available. I carry myself in a way that I'm friendly, but I'm not flirty. And a lot of times people have a tendency to, they change. See, can I be honest with you? A lot of the people that you see right now, that's not the real person. That's their representative that they're letting you see because they're really hurt. They're really afraid to show the real them. They're afraid to show the real them because they don't know how you receive them and they don't want to be rejected. So, the statistic says that for the first 7 months of dating, it's not until that 8th month that the real person shows themselves. It's because they build the trust. They built trust enough to let themselves, the guard down. Because nobody wants to get hurt. And when a man, ladies, let me say something to you. When a man is really crazy about you, he gives you him. He's still a man. But he's now allowed himself to become vulnerable. My mind goes back to the Bible about Samson and Delilah. And Samson really loved Delilah because she was different. But Delilah had a gift that a lot of women are not using today. And I'm going to be real transparent. Delilah had the ability to calm the beast in Samson to the point that he laid his head in her lap and told her his secrets. Men, I can tell Rebecca Lynn Pope my secrets. You know why? Because she gave me a lap to lay my head in. I remember crying in her lap about my dad and losing him. I lost him, and I felt like I lost my hero. But I could never express it because men don't cry. Men don't show themselves to be invincible. No, I was hurting. I was dying inside. I was able to lay my head in her lap and just expose my hurts and pains and cry. When I lost my daughter in a custody battle and she had to leave. And I lost it because my daughter is my heart. Rebecca was right there to wipe my tears and put her arms and say, baby, it's going to be all right. It's not the end of the world. It's just another test that you're going to conquer. See, that's the ability as a Samson to lay your head in your baby's lap. Now, she's not going to cut my hair and call people to come in and kill me. No, I'm using the expression of how she gave him what he needed. Men, your love is there. She's waiting on you. Ladies, your king is waiting on you. But God has your eyes blinded until you do the work. Until you get healed, until you acknowledge. And once you acknowledge that I'm not all that I'm stacked up to be and that I'm really broken too, and then both of you two broken peoples come together, but you actually are broken in certain parts where the hearts can intertwine and become one, that's when you're going to have your purpose partner. That's when you have your Rebecca Lynn Pope or your Kerry Pope. Because it's only, and even to this very day, I still meet with my therapist. I still do my work. And I do it because I want to be a better Kerry. Because a better Kerry allows Rebecca to be a better Rebecca. Because I'm giving better love. She said, but what if you're doing the work and he's not? You're only responsible for you. And then let them watch this video to see enough. Because see, one thing about men, a lot of men don't believe in therapy, especially a lot of black men. They don't believe in going to therapy. Therapy is for punks. Well, call me a punk, but guess what? I got a Rebecca Lynn Pope. I'm saying that being sarcastic, but I'm saying you got to get over that stigma that men don't get help. We need it. Men have to get help. Men have to acknowledge I'm hurt. I'm not going to join the men going their own way movement. No, baby, that's not me. I am made to be married. I have a wife. And most of those men that are in those movements really want a woman, but they don't want to do the work to get healed. How do you keep yourself from being distracted by the relationship while you are still working on yourself? It is simple. When I did a detox, I actually did a 30-day detox where I didn't communicate with the female. I had to go do the work. Don't let her know you're going to do the work. You do the work for yourself. And then let her see the results of the work. Can I be honest with you? In doing your work, you may realize that the person you're with is not who you're supposed to be with. Let's just be real about it. That's a lot of reasons why people don't want to do the work, because the work will make your eyes come open to the truth. And the truth is, maybe I'm with someone I don't need to be with. What's your stance on dating potentials? What's a potential? A man with 2 legs and muscles? With a pocketbook? I believe in dating. There's 4 steps. There's meeting, that's what we call dating. And then there's courting. And then there's exclusive. And then there's marriage. Okay? Meaning you're engaged with exclusive. So let's say you're dating. Date who you want to date. You don't have to date one person. And if you date more than one person, it doesn't mean that you are being slutty or being a player. It just means I'm dating because I'm just dating. I'm not having sex. I'm meeting someone for coffee or for dinner. And I had a nice time. You're meeting someone. Rebecca talks about it all the time. That's where a lot of knowledge comes from. But when you meet that person that's going to be the one that you said now potential, that potential moves to now the second stage of exclusive. We're exclusive, which means now we close the door. I don't date anymore. I'm exclusive. So this is my person I'm with from here on until I decide either to go the third step of engagement or I leave and go back to the first step of dating. Okay? So let's say with Rebecca and I, when I proposed to her and gave her the ring and she put it on. Now I'm engaged. And the next step is marriage. So, Kerry, what about the potentials? Well, if you're dating someone, there are potential because there's a reason you're going out. But it's when that person goes from being a potential to being exclusive is when you start looking for it. Number 1, what is your purpose? Because I'm looking for a purpose partner. What if you are exclusive, but you won't? What if you are exclusive, but he won't call you his girlfriend? Then it sounds like you're the only one that's exclusive, boo. I'm just being honest. If you're calling him your guy, but he won't call you his girl, then that means he hasn't committed yet. And let me be honest with you. Both of you won't commit at the same time. He may commit, she may commit, but both of you have to commit before you can go to the next stage. So if he hasn't commit, watch this here. If he will not call you his girlfriend, then he doesn't get girlfriend benefits. He gets dating benefits. Oh, it's nice meeting you for coffee. All right, take care. Can I come back to your house? Nope. Can we have sex? Nope. I don't have sex with people I date. I have sex with people I'm exclusive with. Honesty hurts, but we all need it. That's right. And this is a message. Listen, this is the truth of a man. My truth was I wasn't ready until I did the work and still doing the work. And the work allows me to be transparent. The work allows me to be able to love without strings attached. But also, my therapy, my going to see my therapist, my coach who helps me, also holds me accountable to be the best Kerry for Kerry. Okay? I need my brothers to do your work. I need you to stop acknowledging. I need you to stop saying I'm not hurt and acknowledge, yes, she hurt me. I got a video. We have several videos that I'm going to be doing called For the Truth of a Man, but one of them is titled, She Hurt Me. See, men can't tell another man she hurt him because he'll say you whipped. Oh man, she got you whipped. You mean that woman hurt you? Dude, listen. If you're going to really love someone the way you're supposed to, there's a possibility you will get hurt. And you have to be willing. I love Rebecca hard. And she could hurt me if she so chooses. Because my heart is invested in her. But guess what? I can do the exact same thing. Because her heart is invested in me. She says, wow, I didn't know men get hurt. That's why this is called the truth of a man. Men do get hurt. But can I be honest with you, ladies? The reason why a man won't be transparent with you is because you say men that are hurt or weak. Or if a man try to tell you his truth, you judge him. And see, I remember I said the reason why Samson could trust Delilah, she gave him a safe place. A man is not going to be open and vulnerable to you if you're judging him. That's why most men have gone their own way. See, a man should be able to tell his weakness, and you are there to put the salve on and the Band-Aid called love. And tell him, baby, it's all right. That was before me. But I got you. Men get hurt. Men, to be honest with you, the reason why a lot of men treat women the way they treat them is because they're hurt. You know, and I got to hurry and get off here. I'm going to be on long, but I want to share something with you about emotions. And I want you to hear this real quickly. God gave me this some years ago, and I shared it when I preach. And many of you that know, I'm the preacher. I preached for 36 years, but I'm also crazy. I'm also fun. I will get on the dance floor and I'll dance you because I'm down to earth. Oh, I like that question. I'm going to give it to you just a second. Ooh, that's good. I love the questions. Men, they're wanting so badly to be straight up honest and truthful with you as a woman. But they have to know that if I tell you my deepest and darkest pains, that you're not going to see me as weak. Because you already said, I want a strong man. Here's emotions. This is what God showed me about emotions. Remember a little boy. I'm going to take it to boys. So a little boy. And every man still has a little boy inside of him. When the boy starts crying, the mother will say, stop that crying. Man up. You're a boy. You're not a girl. Quit acting like a little crybaby. His emotions, his liquid tears now become infested with anger. Because now he's got to turn his emotions inward. See, when tears are flowing, that's a man expressing he's hurt. But when he turns those tears inward and he cries inside, it turns to anger, it turns to rage. So you see him ball his hands up. Some of the men you see with anger problems are really men that could never express their emotions because they were told, you're a crybaby, you're weak. Can a man cry in front of you, ladies, without you judging him? I'll wait. Because you said you want a Mr. Kerry Pope. Woo, this is some good stuff. I'll say so myself. You say you want a Kerry Pope. Well, can he lay his head in your lap and cry and be transparent about what he's struggling with? And you don't say, oh, girl, he came over here and acted like a little crybaby. I can't do this. Then if you can't check yourself out of the wanting a man, because a real man, now I'm talking a boy, a playboy, but a real man who's going to be your forever after, who's going to be your purpose partner, should be able to come to you, and if he has a tear fall from out, if he loses it, you got him, because now he has a safe place. He can let it all go. I know I'm getting a little emotional right now because I get mad when I hear people say, oh my God, he's a punk. Ugh. No, he's someone who's trying to be transparent. Someone can love the hell out of you, but you can't handle it because you want a roughneck. You want somebody to beat you. But when he beats you, girl, I ain't signed up for this. Yes, you did. You signed up for it because when the real person that could love you tried to love you, he wasn't man enough because you wanted somebody who's tough and rough. See, what are you saying, Kerry? I'm saying that many of you don't even really know what you want. For a man to cry is a sign of strength. Because he's letting himself be vulnerable. And he don't give a damn how you feel about it. Do you really want a man, ladies? Do you really want a Kerry Pope? Because you look at Rebecca and say, me and say, what's my Rebecca Lynn Pope? I wish I had one like her. Well, Rebecca is able to be vulnerable with me as I am with her. Whew, I got to get ready to get out of here, guys. I hope this is helping somebody. How do you get to this kind of look right here? How do you get to where two broken people can come together and look like a power couple? How do you get there? You know how you get there? You get there by being transparent, by acknowledging that you're hurting. The Truth of a Man series that I'm going to be doing is not about all men's truth, my truth. The truth that I've shared with men that I counsel and I've coached and ministered to for over 36 years. There's a lot of hurting men, ladies, that really want to be loved and want to love. And as I say to them when I counsel them, as I'll say to you through this video, you get there by doing the work. Kim said, all this is just frustrating because there are women who are there to help a man and to let man be real, but they just want to. See, Kim, the way that the man is real is keep letting him feel. Because remember now, he's got layers that he's got to break from. Okay? He's got layers. She said they don't want to open up because of the past hurts. We will open up. Kim, listen to me very carefully. Take it from a man. I'm straight up a man. I believe in taking care of my family. I believe in taking care of my love. I am a man from top to bottom. But men will lock up their hearts and their emotions when they feel as though their truth is not heard. He may say to you, I feel this way. You don't make an face. Do you not know that only 7% of what a man says or a woman says is heard? 53% is verbal cues of your body, how you move your body, and others' tone. So if he's trying to give you his truth, but you look at him and you roll your eyes or you smack your lips or you start laughing, a man will shut up just like a clam before you can get the oyster. Before you can get the pearl. He will shut down. Energy said, Mr. Kerry Pope, there is only one, but each man is different. He sure is, but he still has a heart. You know what's funny? We like to say that people are different, but we all have a heart. We all have a brain. We all have hands. We all have toes. We have all things that are alike, including a heart. But our hearts are willing to love if we allow it. We were made to love. But most people won't love because they're hurt. Many men watch me right now won't even be truthful to say, you're right, I'm hurting. They'll just say, oh, that Negro just over there feeling some kind of way. He in his feelings. I'm not in my feelings. I got a Rebecca Lynn Pope. She sleep with me every night. Every single night. Why do I sound so strong in what I just said? Because I did the work. And when I read the comments, how many of you wish you had a Rebecca Lynn Pope? I smile because you wish you had one. I have her. She lives with me. She loves me. That smile on her face, I put it there. That smile on my face, she puts it here. Why I'm sounding this way? Because so many people want to be so boisterous about, I don't need a woman, which you really do. See, I come to understand at the end of the day, when I lay down and die, I want to be able to say I live my best life. Not that I live my life in fear of hurt or pain or letting someone see my Rebecca knows my weaknesses. We talk about them. And you know what she told me? Baby, you are good enough. You don't have to do anything else because you're good enough. What does it mean? When a woman tells a man he's good enough, because as men, especially as a black man, we feel like we have to, you know, right now, women, you make more, most of you make more than men. And that can make a man feel a certain way. But Rebecca and I, we have one account, our account. When I make money, it's our money. When she makes money, it's our money. She's a boss chick, I'm a boss dude. I'm a boss myself. We both are what we boss. We're bosses in our categories that make us a power couple. You want your Rebecca Lynn Pope? Do your work. Get healed. Because the one you think is a Rebecca Lynn Pope after you do your work may not be there afterwards. But then God will drop the scale from your eyes, and the person that's been in front of you all this time will come forefront. How not to make him feel a certain way. I make a lot of money. I don't ever want him to. Listen, okay, let me say this to you. If a man is determined by his money, I'm going to be honest with you, and I say this, and I have money. Money is not, money and a woman's vagina, because I'm not going to use my wife's word, that's her. At first, when I saw that video a couple weeks ago, I about fell out my chair. Oh my God. But you know, Rebecca's just Rebecca, and I love her for that. If money is what makes you a man, can I be honest with you that I don't really call you a man? What really makes me, what makes you a man is, do you handle your responsibilities? You can have $1 million and still not take care of your family, not love your wife. A man is someone who takes his responsibilities, whether he has $1 or 1,000 or 1,000,000. So if you make more money than your man makes, you won't emasculate him because of that. Because if he's truly a man, he'll know that we're one. We're family. We're a power couple. It's when he's not feeling that you're one, or you use your money over him, because a lot of women use their money as power now. It's kind of switched. The woman has the money and the man has the penis. Yeah. So, real talk. Real talk. If you really want your Rebecca Lynn Pope or your Kerry Pope, it starts with being transparent and doing your work. And it starts with you being honest with yourself. All right. I'm going to answer 2 more questions and I'm out of here. It says, can you please answer this question? What does it mean when a man tells you he loves you the first day you meet him? And he also talks about marriage. It means run. Run, Forrest, run. Woo! Why do I say that? No man really knows if you're his wife when he first meets you. I'm sorry. I may like your characteristics and I may like how you make me feel, but he's just using words. He doesn't even know you. How can I say you're mine and I don't even know how you are when you're on PMSing, when you're mean? I don't even know how you handle money. I don't even know how you are in bed. I don't even know if you like sex. Can I be real with you? What's funny? Most people, before they get married, you're told to stay out of bed. And so most people struggle not to have sex, but then they say I do, and they can't struggle. They struggle to get in bed to have sex. So a lot of times they say things just to get you, and then when they get you, they don't do half the things with you that you thought they were going to do. So if a man tells you right out the gate he loves you and he wants to marry you, run like hell. Run like hell. Y'all better hear me. Run and run fast. And be like it was when God told Lot, and run from Sodom and Gomorrah and don't look back. Don't even look back. Don't even take another call, because a real true man is not going to tell you day one he loves you. As great as Rebecca is, I didn't tell her day one I loved her. I'm trying to see, are you going to hurt me? I'm trying to see, because you're beautiful. Beautiful women get attention. And when they get all this attention, I don't know if I want to deal with you and all this attention. I'm a handsome man. I can hold my own. But I'm not trying to be out here trying to whoop everybody that wants to come up to my Miss Pope. But you know what's good about it? Miss Pope carries herself in a way that no man gets her attention but this man. And that's how it should be. All right. Energy 5 says, can a woman really be satisfied? A woman, even if he has $1 million, she still won't be satisfied. Okay, let's talk about a woman and a wife. Okay? He that findeth a wife. Not he that findeth a woman. You can find a woman on every corner, but you're not going to find a wife. A wife will be satisfied if you're living in a one-room house and nothing in the refrigerator but ice water, as long as the two of you are working together to get better. What are you saying, Kerry? You can have money right now and something can happen and you can lose it. You can go through an accident, get paralyzed, and can't have sex anymore, can't go to work anymore, and all that you were known for is gone. Will she be there then? Because that's a wife. A wife is going to still be there through thick and thin, not through the great. See, when people get married, they always hear better, health, and wealth. They never hear the sickness. They never hear the poor. They never hear worse. You need somebody that's going to be there with you and see you and still love you at your worst. Love you when you don't love yourself. Love you when you don't even know. Because some of you watching me right now, you're dealing with depression. And when you're depressed, you don't even love yourself. But do you have a man or a woman that can love you out of depression? Because what puts us in depression is life and the hurts and pains of life. All right. Any other questions before I go? I'm going to get out of here. I've got to go. Thank you for the advice and the perspective, Mr. Pope. Lots of love and blessings. Thank you so much, Julie. All I wanted to do today was get on and say, hey, because many of you were saying in the comments, and I laugh, and I say, oh, Mr. Pope's a lucky man. He is a lucky man. You ain't got to tell me. I know this. Thank you for recognizing it. But guess what? Rebecca Lynn Pope wouldn't be Rebecca Lynn Pope without Kerry A. Pope. And likewise. Because when you meet your purpose partner, when you meet your PP, your purpose partner, together you both accomplish what God has for you. So I'm going to close with this. Where's your Rebecca Lynn Pope? It starts with, first of all, asking the question, what's my purpose for existence? And then, God, send me the person that will link up with me for my purpose. Because that means their purpose and my purpose falls in the same category. And together, you could do great exploits in this world because you're a power couple. All right? God bless you guys. I hate to run, but I got to go. I hope this helps someone. The truth of a man, my truth. Where's your Rebecca Lynn Pope? She's waiting on you to do the work. And then when you do the work, you're ready for her. Where's my Kerry A. Pope? He's right there waiting on you. But only until you do the work and you allow him to be true and real and transparent. Give him a safe place to lay his head, and he'll tell you his everything. All right? Blessings in abundance to you guys. Leave some comments now. I want to hear from you. I'm not a man going my own way. I'm a man that's fallen deeper in love.